So we've been having temps that are up and down. About a week ago, it actually got a little bit below freezing, and so it took out some of our plants that can't handle the frost. In particular, the ageratum. Some people call it the floss flower. I'm going to turn the camera around so that you can see the area that we're going to plant up. I'm also going to go in and trim up some plants, since this is a good time to go ahead and cut back a lot of the dead branches or leggy branches, and I'll explain a little bit in just a second exactly what I'm doing. And so we're going to get this area planted up. I love those flowers. I will try to flash a picture, and I will be planting them again. I don't know if I'm going to plant them directly in this area next season, but I'm going to find somewhere, because like I said, with this flower, they did really good during the hottest parts of the summer. They kind of took a beating and they was looking real tired, but they bounce back when the weather starts to cool down. It's really a pretty color, but they are considered an annual and they don't like frost. So I think we got down to like 31 or 30 for maybe like 2 hours. So this was an incentive to me, because I didn't want to pull them, to go ahead and pull them. So let's go ahead and let's get started. I'll get a little bit closer. As you see, this is where it took some frost damage from the plants. Not all of it, but it doesn't look good. Okay, it does not look good whatsoever. So we're gonna go ahead and pull this up, and this is where I was telling you with the phlox. So right here you see the new growth. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut these back. You see how it's like a long leggy stem. So we're going to cut those back to the new growth. That way, when they really submerge next spring, they won't have that leggy look on to them, and they'll be straight coming from this new growth that we have right here. So we have a few that needs to be cut back. I mean, they still have leaves on there, but we want them to not look like that next season. So we'll go ahead and get that done. So it'll look sparse, but it'll be very good for when they emerge. And then our butterfly pea flowers are pretty much done for the season. I'm going to get a little bit closer because they're starting to go to seed, and so I try to let them dry as much as I can on the vine, because that'll help my germination rate. And so once I test the germination rate, we will have the these are the blue butterfly pea flowers on sale next year. And what I will tell you is they go really fast, and this is such a wonderful flower to have in your garden. It is a vining flower. We do use the flowers in our tea, and I will link that video on how to do the tea if you want it to be blue or if you want it to be purple. But these are our seeds that we're letting dry, and they have about 4 to 5 seeds per pod. So that's why I say when you see us put them on sale, go ahead and grab them. Okay, so I know it looks like I cut off quite a bit, and I did, but I cut everything all back down to the new growth. And so they're going to get bigger once spring starts to emerge. I know they're going to grow, but they're going to grow at a really slow rate. But what I want to do in this whole area is just plant these up with flowers. And then once the cool weather annuals are almost done, these should start to grow and fill out. I think the bloom is either pink or pink and white, and I gotta do better about labeling stuff, y'all, because you won't remember. I'll just say that you will not remember. But let me show you what I'm going to start off planting in this area are these colossal ocean pansies, and I just love this color. So you either get like various shades of purple or like this purple and white. So I'm going to see how far that this takes me, because the spacing is about 9 inches apart, and I may put like another flower right here, because I actually want to mirror this side over here where the ageratum was right there. So I want to mirror that. I had to take those key limes and push them back, because they will stick you. So I moved that back, but those will go right there. So let me see how far I get. I'm going to go ahead and edge it off first, and then I'm going to start to plant them. Okay, so not really a dilemma, but I did have to kind of take a few moments and stand back and see what I wanted for this area. And the reason why I say that is because the pansies, the 2 trays that we had, or the 2 cell packs that we had, so they ran out. But let me turn the camera around, because I have more space that I need to fill. So we got this planted right here, but we still have this space right here that needs to be planted. Now, at first I was going to take the other purple pansies and just take it on back, but if you remember, I wanted these 2 sides to kind of mirror each other just for in this space. So I was thinking, should I let them be different, or should I let them mirror each other? And since it's kind of like the entryway, I want to let them mirror each other. So what I've decided to do is to put some snapdragons in here. Now these snapdragons get a little bit taller than what I wanted. I do have some snapdragons that are shorter, but they're like the same size as the pansies, and so I wanted to get a little bit of height here. Now I know as the season continues to go that they're going to kind of shield out this phlox, but this phlox is not going to do too much growing until it starts to get hot again, and then it'll start to expand and grow up and fill in, and hopefully by that time it'll be time to take the snapdragons out, since the snapdragons are a cool season annual, so we can just pull them up and then replace it with something else. And I'm so excited because I really want to plan this area out next season, because we have so many beautiful summer annual flowers that I'm excited to just like fill in here. But until then, I think the best choice is to just put the snapdragons in, let them grow. When spring comes, the phlox will start to grow. We can pull these up. We'll pull the pansies up, and then we'll put our summer annuals there, just so this entryway can mirror each other. Okay, so we have everything planted right here, and as you saw, I had to stop a couple of times to try to figure out the snapdragons. I really could have used a few more in this area, but I have to have enough for the opposite side as well. This is one of the few times that I have bought just enough. Normally I'll buy a little bit more already. In another part of the garden, I've had 2 pansies to check out on me, but I have extra pansies, not in the purple color, but just in another color I can pop in, because that is like the mixed color over there. I'm still going to let our butterfly pea flower seeds dry on the vine, and then I'll pull that later. But this is how it will be until it starts growing. Now these snapdragons is like a mix of colors, so I don't know what color they will be until they start to get blooms on them. So we'll see together. So thank you all so much for watching this video. Make sure you share this video with your family and your friends. If you're not a subscriber, go ahead, hit the subscribe button. Make sure you tap all for the notifications. Again, thank you all so much for watching, and until the next video, bye bye.